Good morning. It's November 1st today, Monday. Had a great weekend. Went to a college basketball game, and it's an outdoor stadium, and we tailgated a little bit, then got a bus and took it to the stadium, and had just a great time. It was chilly, but not too cold, and I was dressed warm enough so I didn't ever feel like I was sitting outside. So that was fun. And we got home about 1 o'clock and then moseyed over to a neighbor that was having a bonfire and came home. Yesterday we got up and we went out to eat. We had a gift certificate to Carlos O'Kelly's, which is like a Mexican restaurant. And I thought, remember I think early in one of my earlier videos I was like, what am I going to do when I eat Mexican or whatever like that? Well, I go early. So I'm going to save those things for like Sunday morning. Because if we usually go out, it would be on a Sunday morning for either breakfast or whatever. Well, we slept in till about 10, and then we got up right away, and I said, well, let's go eat now so I can get my big breakfast in, except we'll do kind of an early lunch. So we did that. I had fajitas, steak fajita, so 3 little, those small little tortillas, 3 of those. So that was basically my only carb. And we got home, and I had the big bowl of candy set out for the kids, and I thought, well, she's in this big breakfast diet thing. She said, if you're going to have sweets, eat it early. So I had 1 peanut butter cup as soon as I got home from my big breakfast type thing. So I had that, and then that's the only candy I had the rest of the day. I had a bowl. We had 80 trick-or-treaters. I had a huge bowl of candy. And never even tempted me, never really even thought about it. So that was cool. And then my normally in the past, when my grandson would get back from trick-or-treating, we'd sit down and, oh my God, I couldn't get him in fast enough. And I was thinking about that last night, and I think because I always felt like I was on a diet, and then I felt like, if I was going to blow it, I'm going to blow it good. And so I would just, and then I would be done with it, Or it would trigger a 2-week binge on something. So because I had it in the morning and I never felt like I was on a diet, I didn't have the need for it. So that was nice. And then I put 4 pieces away for me for the week, 4 little miniature candy bars, stuck them away. And I thought I'd have 1 every morning with my breakfast. So this morning I had another peanut butter cup. I haven't had my breakfast yet, but I had that with my coffee. And then I'll have another one tomorrow if I want it, and another one, and another one, another one. And of all the candy I had, I only had 1 little cereal bowl left, and it's mostly like Tootsie Rolls and those little tiny suckers and a couple Hershey bars stuff, but I'll kind of windle that out with the kids after lunch. After they eat their lunch, they can all have 1 piece every day till it's gone. Or I'll send it home with my grandson. So yeah, I never wavered once this whole weekend. We went and tailgated. I made up a great big batch of garlic mashed potatoes. My husband brought shredded pork and ribs to eat while we tailgated, and I never touched the potatoes. And he had buns for sandwiches. Never had a bun. I just put some pork on my plate, and I had 1 rib and put some sauce on it. And then after we got home and we had a drink at the neighbor's and came home, I was a little hungry. And the old me would have grabbed, there was carrot cake in the fridge or something. I would have just sat down and pigged out. I grabbed my bag of almonds and had a handful of almonds and went to bed. I just never even thought to eat the cake or anything like that. So Saturday, Sunday, 2 good days. No blowing it, because there's nothing to blow, And so right back at it today, and I feel, the last 2 weeks I've struggled, not with my eating, but with my mental crap because of what the scale's been saying. And I feel that's all gone today now. I feel like it's okay now again. So it tells me it's hormonal, And look at that ring this morning. Just like that water, all that puffiness is gone. I woke up this morning, they were a little tight, but this is just like that video I did the other night. You know, it took me usually till 6, 7 o'clock to get my rings this loose for 2 weeks. So, you know, and I looked up eczema yesterday. I was doing because, man, I just really flared up. And it kept going back to an immune imbalance. Your immune system is out of whack. So stress can bring it on, and there's different things that can bring it on, but I'm wondering why my immune system is out of whack, but then a lot of it led to allergies. And when you're allergic, have asthma, or allergic to dust or mold or whatever, your immune system weakens, and then this can attack, you know, then stuff like this can attack you. So I'm thinking it's allergies. So I need to, and it did say antihistamine, Claritin, that kind of stuff can help with this. And remember, I thought it was clearing up, because I remember I was taking a Claritin every night before bed, so I got to start doing that again and see if that, and I stopped because I thought I didn't have any allergy symptoms. So I stopped doing that, and then it just got really bad again. So, and my lungs were tight, and so I was having some allergy symptoms, but I didn't take the Claritin. So as of tonight, I'm going to start taking it again and see if that clears it up. You know, you just got to self-doctor yourself. All the doctor ever gave me was this cortisone stuff to put on it, which all it does is make it get a hard coating on it, and then it cracks, and then it all peels off, and you have a pile of raw skin. So it's not taking it away. So anyway, my husband just called and asked what was for supper, and I said, you know, I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet. And I said, I really am not into dinners anymore, because it's not my main focus meal. My main focus meal is breakfast now. So I could really give a shit what I eat for dinner. And he's like, yeah, I guess. So I said, you're going to have to start telling me what you're hungry for, and then, you know, we'll make it. And then I'll eat around whatever you're hungry for, you know. Because I don't really care what we eat for by that time. It's just whatever's there, I'll eat. And I usually have a salad or apple or something to accompany that little piece of meat that I usually eat. There's one thing I want to make this week, and that's meatballs. My mom has a recipe for like a Swedish meatball. You just bake them. You kind of fry them off first, and then bake them with like 2 cans of soup over them. Chicken gumbo and cream mushroom, I think. And then you mix that together and pour it over your meatballs, and then bake them, and that gravy just becomes so good. And then you serve it with mashed potatoes. Well, I'll serve it with mashed potatoes, but I'll eat mine in the morning. I'll just have a couple meatballs for dinner, and then the next morning I'll have my meatballs and mashed potatoes. So that's about all I got. Halloween is over. Now the next step is Thanksgiving. And then a week later, I host my family Christmas here. So between now and Thanksgiving, I've got to get my list in order and start getting things done. Got to get my tree up, get the Christmas lights up outside. It's gonna come fast. So anyway, I feel good today. Saturday, if I would have had my pedometer on, I know I would have had 10,000 steps. Not that we had to walk a lot, because they had the bus service that dropped you right off at the front door, but the stadium is so big and we wanted to see it all, so we walked around the whole outside of it, which took a while, because every county in Minnesota was on there. You know, had a big engraved plaque on the outside of, you know, so we walked the whole damn thing, and it was very cool. But we got some steps in. Okay, well, I'll talk to you tomorrow, and stay away from the candy. And I think I'm going to put my Wii on today and do my Wii walk it and just start. I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to do tomorrow, but for today, that's what I'm going to do. All right, have a good day. Bye.